Welcome to Everyday English Practice channel. I would be happy if you subscribe to our channel. In this video we will practice the topic how to learn English with children's books. Let's get started. Learning English is a wonderful experience, and it can be enjoyable and stress-free. One of the best ways to improve your English skills is by reading children's books. But why should you choose children's books to learn English? Let's talk about that first. Children's books are written in a simple and clear style. They often use basic vocabulary and simple sentence structures that are easy to understand. These books also help you practice your reading skills without feeling overwhelmed. In addition, they often include pictures that help you connect the words with their meanings. By reading children's books, you can start to understand English in a fun and relaxed way. In this video, we will explore how to learn English with children's books and how to make the most out of this method. We will provide you with simple steps that you can follow to improve your English, starting with the easiest books and moving to slightly more difficult ones as your skills improve. Step 1. Start with easy books. When you begin learning English with children's books, start with the easiest ones. Look for books that are designed for very young children. These books often have only a few words on each page and are filled with colorful pictures. The simple language and images make it easy to understand the story even if you don't know every word. For example, books like Brown Bear, What Do You See? By Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle are perfect for beginners. They use repetition and rhyme, which makes it easier for you to remember the words. At first, don't worry about reading the entire book. Just try to read 1 or 2 pages each time. Focus on understanding the words and how they fit together in a sentence. If the book has pictures, look at them carefully and try to guess the meaning of the words based on what you see. Step 2. Read slowly and carefully. When you are reading, it's important not to rush. Read slowly and carefully. Many new learners make the mistake of trying to read as quickly as possible, but this can cause you to miss important details in the story. It's more important to understand what the words mean and how to use them in a sentence. If you don't understand a word, don't worry. Take a moment to look at the picture, or read the sentence again to try to figure out what the word means. Often, the context of the sentence will help you guess the meaning. Reading slowly also helps you practice pronunciation. As you read aloud, pay attention to how the words sound. Try to make the same sounds that you hear in the words. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. The more you practice, the better you will become at speaking English. Step 3. Repeat the words. One great way to learn new words is to repeat them. After you read a sentence or a phrase, say the words out loud again. This will help you to remember them. It will also improve your pronunciation. If you don't understand a word, say it a few times, and try to say it like a native speaker. Practice makes perfect. The more you repeat words and phrases, the easier it will be to remember them. If the book has a sentence that you like or find interesting, repeat it several times during the day. You can also try using that sentence in different situations, like when you're talking to a friend or family member. The more you use the words in real life, the easier they will become to remember. Step 4. Use the pictures. Pictures are a great tool when you are learning a new language. Many children's books are full of colorful images that can help you understand the meaning of words. Look closely at the pictures to help you understand the story better. For example, if the book is about animals, the pictures will show you what the animals look like. By seeing the pictures and reading the words, you can connect the meaning of the words to real-life objects. This helps you remember the words more easily. Sometimes, you might not know the meaning of a word, but the picture can give you a good clue. For example, if you see a picture of a big, tall building and the word skyscraper, you can guess that a skyscraper is a very tall building. Step 5. Choose books you enjoy. The key to learning English is to have fun. If you enjoy the books you are reading, you will be more likely to continue reading. So, when choosing books, pick stories that interest you. If you like animals, find children's books about animals. If you enjoy stories about superheroes, search for books with these characters. When you're reading a book that you enjoy, it will make the learning process much easier and more exciting. You can even try reading books that match your hobbies or interests. For example, if you like space, look for children's books about space exploration. The more interested you are in the topic, the more motivated you will be to read and learn. Step 6. Learn new words. Every time you come across a new word, it's important to learn it. Write down the new word in a notebook and try to understand its meaning. Look at the word in the context of the sentence and use the picture to help you understand its meaning. Once you know the meaning, try using the word in a sentence of your own. This will help you remember the word and how it is used. For example, if you learn the word happy, you can create a sentence like, I am happy today. Try to use new words in your daily conversations. Practice them with friends or family members. The more you practice, the better your English will become. Step 7. Read regularly. To improve your English, it's important to read regularly. Set aside a few minutes each day to read a children's book. Even if you can only read a page or two, it's helpful. Reading regularly will help you become familiar with the language and improve your vocabulary. Over time, you will notice that you understand more words and can read longer sentences without difficulty. Try to make reading a part of your daily routine. You can read in the morning, before bed, or during your free time. The more often you practice, the faster you will improve. Step 8. Listen to the audio version. Many children's books have audio versions that you can listen to while you read. Listening to the audio version of the book will help you improve both your listening and reading skills. When you listen to the story, pay attention to how the words sound and how they are pronounced. Try to follow along with the text as you listen. This will help you learn the correct pronunciation of words and help you become familiar with how sentences are spoken. You can also listen to the audio version more than once. Each time you listen, you will notice something new, and your understanding of the language will improve. Step 9. Understand the story. When you read, try to understand the entire story, not just the individual words. Think about the plot, the characters, and what happens in the story. Try to summarize the story in your own words. For example, after reading a story about a dog who goes on an adventure, you can ask yourself, what was the dog doing? What happened during the adventure? How did the dog feel? This will help you understand how English works and how to use words in context. It also makes reading more enjoyable because you are focusing on the bigger picture rather than just individual words. Step 10. Review what you learned. After you finish a book, take time to review what you learned. Look back at the words and phrases that were new to you. Try to remember their meanings and use them in sentences. You can read the book again to refresh your memory or talk about it with someone else. Discussing the story and the new words you learned will help you remember them better. Reviewing regularly is key to improving your English. By going over what you've learned, you can make sure that the words stay in your memory for a long time. Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. By reading children's books, you are making learning fun and easy. Keep practicing, and don't forget to enjoy the process. The more you read, the more your English will improve. With each book you read, you'll get better and better. Keep going, and soon you'll be speaking English with confidence.
Like, share, subscribe.